That's really impressive. So we have seen how birds really do carry out gas exchange, and we have really appreciated that actually birds are kinda more efficient than us. Just thinking. Or you can say that's my opinion, but that is right from what you've seen. These birds, they really, no mixture, no nothing, but for you there is some reasonable mixing. There is some mixing of air, but also yours is also really effective. It is efficient as far as supplying oxygen is concerned. That's why you've never complained of any issues. So let's talk about gas exchange in man. Okay? And this pic is really good. I got it from Campbell. So let me credit Campbell. So you can have a look. This is the pathway that is taken by air from the nozzle pipes, from the nose, then into the nozzle cavity, and then the mouth is connected. Okay, that's why you can inhale or you can breathe through the mouth. And then the nose together with the mouth, they are connected at the pharynx. Okay, then through the larynx, it opens into the trachea. Then the trachea is cartilaginous. It has rings of cartilage that are C-shaped. But they should be thinking of adaptations of the whole of this respiratory system. Man, why it's like this? So it has rings of cartilage which are C-shaped. Why? So the cartilage, it opens into, or it branches, not opening, it branches into the parabronchi, or not parabronchi, oh God, the bronchi, okay? And one branches into the right lung, another one branches into the left lung. Then the bronchi, they branch into a fine network of bronchioles. You can have a look. And then finally, these bronchioles, they are the ones which terminate into some swellings, okay, known as the air sacs. So that's how complex, that's how the respiratory system is. So down it is connected to the diaphragm, like how you can see. Then it is covered by a rib cage with two membranes, the pleural membrane with some fluid filled. And we are going to talk about all that. So because of high metabolic rates of animals, animals and humans too, they also do have a relatively high metabolic rate. Where is it coming from? You know that you are homoeuthermic organisms. Okay? You maintain your constant body temperature. That's one. Number two, apart from being homoeuthermic, you are active. You do locomote. And this process of locomotion, search for food, search for mates, search for colonizing new areas, and so on. Reasons why you locomote. It is an energy consuming process. You use a lot of energy. Okay? You use a lot of energy. And so, you need to have a high metabolic rate, okay? So that you produce that energy that is required to maintain your lifestyle. And so because of high metabolic rate, then you need to have an efficient gas exchange apparatus. Okay? An efficient gas exchange apparatus that will blow in air and blow out air with ease. And it does it perfectly well. That at times you are not even aware that you are breathing. You don't even think about it, that you are breathing. Okay? Yes. But it's, unless maybe something happens, some complication. Maybe you are asthmatic, maybe you are corona, maybe. That's when you are aware and you'll be like, oh, I need to breathe. Then, away from a transport system, sorry, away from a respiratory system that is efficient, you are a large organism. You are a large organism. The air that you have inhaled should be able to be taken throughout the entire body, right from the head up to the feet, down. So now the question is, how is that air going to be transported to the entire body? Then you need an efficient transport system, okay, that is going to distribute these gases together with food throughout the entire body. And we studied transport, okay, on assumption. If you haven't, then we shall study it, okay. You see how good, how efficient this system is. So because of these two, then you are able to meet your high energy demands, and so you are able to survive as a complete organism. So like we said, your gas exchange apparatus consists of a nose, and this is the nostrils. This is the one that has layers or nostrils that will take in gases. Not exchanging gases, no, but they are just entry in and out, or moving in and out of these respiratory gases. So if you don't have the nails, if you don't have the nose, then there is no way. If you close your mouth, close your nose, then no other entry in these gases. Then you have the pharynx and then the glottis. Now this one performs one function, especially when you are swallowing, that when you are eating food, food should not enter this trachea. It shouldn't really enter the trachea. So the glottis, whenever you are swallowing, then it closes the trachea, okay, and leaves the esophagus open, so that food takes one single path to the stomach. So it is the glottis that does that. That's why when you are maybe drinking water, maybe eating, and accidentally water enters into the trachea, then by all means you have to cough it out. Okay? That's when you were young, we used to say that, oh, somebody is talking about me. I don't know what they were talking about us. That's because of that. Then you have the trachea, pharynx repeated. Then you have the bronchi, bronchioles, and finally you have alveolar ducts, the atria, and then the sacs. Okay? The sacs. So these alveolar ducts, they are the same as the trachea, the tubes that open into the sacs. And these sacs are called the alveoli. Now there are these alveoli that do carry out gas exchange. They are the ones that are the respiratory surfaces in your body. You the animal, you the mammal, you the man. Okay? And so you need to think about how these alveoli are adapted to perform their function. You need to think about how, and we discussed all this when we were introducing gas exchange. Okay? Then this apparatus, you also have other organs. Okay? Yes, they are not connected directly to gas exchange, but they do perform some important function as far as gas exchange is concerned. For example, you have the rib cage and the diaphragm. And the rib cage is connected to two sets of muscles, two sets of antagonistic muscles, known as the intercostal muscles. So there are these muscles that do contract and relax in a coordinated manner to move the rib, or to move the rib cage, not the rib, either upward and outward or downward and inward. And now after that, then our concept, the Boyle's rule, come in: pressure and volume. Okay? You move the rib outward, volume increases, pressure decreases below the atmospheric pressure. You move the rib cage inwards, volume decreases, pressure increases above the atmospheric pressure. And so what does that mean? Then air is going to move, okay, basing on the pressure gradient. Is it so? Yes. So adaptations, maybe you can do some, you can find out, you can do some reading. This is where we're going to begin in our next lesson. Okay?